Okay, my name is Douglas Thompson. This is a video comparison on these four pegs. These are all over 4.5 inches long. That's the theme to this video, and they're all chromoly cord and plastic sleeved, of course. This is the Odyssey Graduate 4.75 Daily Grind Slider in 4.6. This is the Merit GFE, the Brandon Began Signature Peg in 4.75. And this is the Eclat Venom in 4.8, the largest peg I think available commercially, I think. So let's start off with the Graduate peg. We're going to set these aside here. This is the 4.75 model, I already said that, but it also does come in 4.5. The 4.75 model is 7.6 ounces, and the 4.5 is 7.4. It only comes in black. That's not like a horrible thing because black goes with everything. But if you're looking for like a super custom, sweet looking setup, then, black may not be what you're looking for. The core is 2.5 millimeters thick and 31.5 millimeters outer diameter. The sleeve is 3.8 millimeters thick and 39 millimeters outer diameter. It's extremely easy to replace the sleeves, as you just saw, like it just literally pushes out. And it also makes it easy to rotate the sleeve while it's mounted to your bike. It's not like your peg is moving around, but you can rotate it while it's mounted, which I really like about this peg. It's inexpensive to replace the sleeves. The core itself is made out of 4130 chromoly. I don't know if it's heat treated. It was not specified. 4130 is a little bit softer than the other steels used in this comparison. I don't know if I would recommend running any of these naked without the sleeves. In terms of its ability, I would say this one ranks among the top. Next is the Daily Grind Slider. You can see it's got that little logo right there, which would literally grind off in one session. Same with all the designs, but it's kind of nice if you like to keep your pegs in one orientation and then never rotate them. Like, you can keep the tops looking nice. It only comes in 4.6 black, which is not a big deal, like I said about the Graduate. The core, I'm not even going to take this core out. Like, it was very difficult to get the core out to get the measurements. I will let you know this is the absolute hardest core to remove from the sleeve out of all these four pegs here. I had to hammer it out. The core, though, is 1.7 millimeters thick, 32 millimeters outer diameter, and the sleeve is 3.56 millimeters thick, 39 millimeter outer diameter. Heat treated chromoly core. Doesn't specify if it's 4130 or 4140. I assume, since they didn't specify, it's 4130 because it's kind of like the baseline for chromoly. And it is very possible to run it naked, as you see from the large surface area right there in the mounting point. The Merit GFE is a really cool peg, the most low profile out of all four of these. It's the only one that features a steel insert in the plastic sleeve to make it to where your peg won't slip out of place if you knock it on something. Your wheel won't shift as easily with this peg. It's pretty easy to remove the core, and again, this actually would have the possibility to run without the sleeve. So if you just ended up grinding through the sleeve and wanted to just run the core, this one would be possible. Like I said, I don't recommend it for any of these, but there's enough surface area right there to keep you going probably. It comes in gray in the 4.75 model, but it also comes in black if you choose the 4.25 model. The core is 1.78 millimeters thick, 27.8 millimeters outer diameter. The sleeve is 3.85 millimeters thick and 35.6 millimeter outer diameter. Replacement sleeves are affordable. This one's a 4140 chromoly core. It does not specify if it's heat treated or not. Being that it's 4140 just means it's inherently stiffer than 4130. 4130 is a little bit softer and a little bit more malleable, which I think means the same thing. So that's the Merit GFE. And this has been out of frame the entire time, and I hate myself. But this is the Eclat Venom. Definitely the coolest looking out of all four. It's kind of, it's pretty trendy. The sleeve comes out incredibly easy. You can see it has kind of like a texture, and you can see right there it has like a bit of a sheen. It's like kind of sparkly all throughout. But it's the only one that is showing signs of rust being brand new. You can see those little brown spots right there. I'm not positive that's rust, but it appears like rust to my eyes. You can see that little brownness right there. It's also the only one I personally would not trust to run without the sleeve. Like, I don't think that's enough surface area to stay put on a dropout, or at least not damage your dropouts. I feel like that would dig in if you tightened it and grinded a bunch on it, which is a pretty big hit for me because I like versatility. And you know, if I just choose to stop buying these sleeves, you know, if they're expensive or whatever, or I'm just tired of, you know, buying them, I'd like to have the option to just run it as a chromoly peg, you know. And that's also one of the reasons why I chose to do a steel comparison video over like the aluminum ones, because the aluminum ones, they don't grind well on many surfaces. So yeah, so that's not in its favor. But let's go over the specs. This is the only peg that comes in a 4.8 length, at least on this table here, which is pretty damn long. It also comes in 4-inch and 4.5. The 4-inch is 6.3 ounces, the 4.5 is 7 ounces, and the 4.8 does not, it actually doesn't specify how much it weighs, and I guess they figure that, you know, you're not trying to save weight if you're getting like a 10-inch peg. So anyway, it comes in black, brown, red, and green, and the green is kind of like a sort of militaristic kind of green. It's not like straight up neon green, but in the 4.8 length, it only comes in black, so that's kind of, I don't know why, but whatever. It's not a huge deal. The core is 1.45 millimeters thick, 28.97 millimeters outer diameter. The sleeve is 4.34 millimeters thick and 37.4 millimeters outer diameter. It's 4140 liquid heat treated chromoly core. So it's 4140, the sort of stiffer, longer lasting chromoly, but it's also heat treated and liquid heat treated. So it's like a full encompassing heat treatment. All these pegs come with the adapter, so you can run all these 14 millimeter, you know, without the insert, and then with the insert you can run it with, you know, any 3/8 bolt or axle. It's not like an extra charge kind of thing. Obviously, I already like the Odyssey Graduate peg, so I'm a bit biased towards this. You know, the weight I don't think is a huge factor in my opinion, but if you're looking for the lightest weight one, you know, the Merit would be your go-to. If you're looking for the longest one, the Eclat would be your go-to. If you're looking for the cheapest one, you know, it's kind of up in the air, because depending on where you get these pegs, you can find them for cheaper than other places, and then sometimes the shipping gets you. So, you know, if you buy it with other items and make the shipping worth it, sometimes you can find it for cheaper. So I can't really give you a specific price that these all are set at, but these are not budget pegs. Like all of these are sort of premium pegs. Leave in the comments below if you're interested in a budget PC chromoly peg shootout, like as opposed to, like, you know, these are kind of like the more upper end ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first kind of overlook of the pegs here that we're going to be dealing with. I have experience with the Odyssey Graduate pegs, and I really like them, but I really haven't compared it to any other PC pegs because I haven't really ridden any other commercially available ones. I've actually tried my own. This is just like PVC or whatever, like over a Odyssey M peg. It's a 4-inch peg, and then I made the sleeve 4.5 inches, and it worked great and stuff, but I didn't like the fact that I couldn't rotate the sleeve. Not saying this doesn't work, and I have a tutorial on this, so if you're interested, I'll put the link in the description for the tutorial on how to make a plastic sleeve for your Odyssey M pegs. But yeah, I will say that the Merit is pretty small inner diameter, and I'm thinking it might be a problem for some sockets, and I can't confirm that, but I feel like if you were to damage the outside lip of the core, it might be hard to get a tool in. I don't know. I've had no problems with the Graduate pegs. They're a little bit more roomy, but that's something to watch out for, this being the smallest here, and the Daily Grinder being the largest. You can kind of see right there the difference in inner diameters is pretty stark right there. But yeah, so these are all very high quality looking and feeling, but we will see which one reigns supreme, or if it even matters. Maybe it doesn't matter We're going to find out in the next video featuring these 4 pegs. Stay tuned. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.